Going back to school after tragedy. When tragedy strikes a school community, whether it's a death at your child's school or a loss of life so horrific that it affects us all, like the shootings at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, the prospect of sending kids back to school can be devastating. But it's an important milestone, because it is essential that children get back into ordinary routines after experiencing and hearing devastating and frightening news. Children find comfort in the familiar, and going back to school and any after-school activities helps build healthy, resilient children. But after an event like a school shooting, some kids might be hesitant about going back to school. 1. Take your cues from your child. Ask, how do you feel about going back to school? This gives them an opportunity to express what's on their mind. You might ask if they would feel more comfortable discussing it at home or school, and if they would be more comfortable attending school activities relating to it. 2. Give them abundant opportunity to ask questions. It's comforting to children and helps diminish frightening experiences, to express what they're actually feeling. If your child is telling you that they feel that their classroom may no longer feel, or be safe, it's good to validate their fears. 3. Acknowledge and explore their feelings calmly. Tell your child that you can understand why they might feel afraid. And then you can have a factual conversation about how uncommon school shootings are. You can also assure them that when they happen, they are investigated carefully, to put certain measures in place to prevent them from happening again. 4. Emphasize school safety. Remind your child that their school is a very safe place, with teachers and other adults who love children and are there to protect them. Encourage them to pay attention and participate in drills and safety measures that are in place for such events. 5. Give extra reassurance. If your child is unusually clingy or needy, take the time to show them a little more physical affection and comfort before they leave home. Pay attention when they're not talking. Be on the lookout for nonverbal cues indicating depression or anxiety. The child whose sleep and eating habits have changed after the tragedy, may need to have a conversation, even if they're not asking in words. 6. Explore alternate avenues of help. Teachers and school counselors will most likely be ready to help children while they're in school. Sometimes you might have to find a therapist that specializes in childhood trauma. Encourage your child to talk whenever they are feeling overwhelmed. Encourage them now that it's fine to bring the subject up whenever they have questions or feelings they want to share. If you find that you or your child have been severely impacted, please reach out to the Disaster Distress Helpline at 1-800-985-5990.